morning all. So I'm back yet again on the River Parrett in Langport. So right opposite me you've got the River Yale that meets the Parrett. It's on the, I'm covered on the Tiverton licence. The week before, to my left is the bridge. Can't remember what it's called, begins with H. Myself and John, we fished that last week or so, and yeah, we caught quite a few fish, and that was on the Langport licence. So I had to buy a day ticket, but I then further learnt that this side of the bridge I'm all good, so which is cool. It's a lovely stretch. The pike activity so far is mental. They are flying out all over the place, chasing, I guess, the bleak. There's a lot of small fry jumping around on the surface. I had a fish just now, but unfortunately it was foul hooked. It was a little roach. Caught that one in its stomach. I was getting lots of little bites, and I thought something must be on there, and yeah, I reeled it in. It was a bit gunked up with weed, but there was a little roach on the end. This river is completely new to me, so I've got a lot to learn on this stretch, but certainly somewhere I'd like to come in the future and explore more of the River Parrett. Yeah, I've got bread, maggots, sweet corn, worm today. So last time I caught quite a few perch, so I've got one feeder rod's got a maggot feeder fishing the worm, and my left hand rod has got a cage feeder with various breadcrumb, So Simple products. I think it was the Big G garlic ground bait. I've got some hemp seed mixed in there, so yeah, it's all a few bits combined in that. So yeah, so look forward to this. The weather forecast is meant to be pretty shite, but at the minute it's all good. Well, I say it's all good. It's not blowing a kahuli and it's not pissing down. So fingers crossed, we might get into a few fish today. Well, I'm getting plenty of bites. I've had quite a few fish, but they've all been like small stuff. Mainly, well, I've put maggots on one. That's what I'm getting most of it on. Yeah, they've all been quite small, like 4 inches or so. Rudd, I think some of them have been a hybrid, and some roach. Yeah, it'd be nice just to see if we can find something bigger. Not had a perch yet, which was what I was hoping for on the worm, but it's all early days still at the minute. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing I've been getting. To me they look like little skimmers, but I think, judging by the size of the eye, I think this is a hybrid. But the pike here are absolutely mental. So I'm gonna, on my other rod I've got a cage feeder, but on this one I've got my trusty old swim feeder, and I'm not putting maggots in it anymore. I'm putting my dry breadcrumb and whatnot in with it, because when I'm using my cage feeder, when I land it in the river, obviously the impact loses a lot of it, and then the pike just go mental, flying out of the water, everything that's trying to get all the crumbs. So I'm trying to do it this way, thinking I might get my bait down on the floor quicker, and then obviously start baiting up an area. Well, I just got my first perch on the worm. Hopefully we can find some bigger one of these bad boys. There we go, look, another little stripey. Fell to the worm again, straight after the other one. I'm only using the one rod now. It's just too much, to be honest. Both rods are bouncing around most of the time. So I'm just going to stick with the worm at the minute. Seems might have found where the perch are hanging out to, although they're probably everywhere. This one feels a bit better. Just hope the pike don't take it. This one is a bit better. Well then, people, look at that for a lovely perch, eh? That's a beaut. Well, that's my biggest parrot perch so far. He's a beaut. Good scrap as well. Well, any of you that watched my last video, I know a couple of you obviously took note and told me to buy some batteries for my scales. Well, I did. But my scales are on my kitchen my lounge table at home. I am such a fool. So I'm sure that one was well over £1. But yeah, typical, isn't it? Right, let's pop this one back out there. It's quite deep out in front of me. Still dropping. Right, we're on the bottom. Not used to fishing a river so deep. Cool. Happy with that. Getting a little bit bigger. Just taking my worm. He's a greedy bugger. It's quite a big hook as well, to be honest. Didn't expect you. Well, I thought I just hooked into another decent sized perch, but it snapped me off or took my hook, so it started off to feel like a perch, and then it went quite solid and was taking me away, and then obviously effortlessly it just took my hook. So tying another rig on, another hook length, get it back out there with the worm, and see if we can find another fish. Bit of blue sky, look. Get my shorts out in a minute. Right, so we're all set up again. We're back out there. Got the maggot feeder. Started filling it up with maggots now instead of the ground bait. And obviously I've got a worm on the hook, size 10 hook. Oh, just had a little nudge then. So I thought I was filming when I had that pike on just now, but then here comes John. Well, we got ourselves another decent perch. Look at that beauty. Not quite as big as the other one, but bigger than the other two. Certainly bigger than the ones I was catching here last time I was here. Let's just have another look at it. He landed in the net. You're gonna get your fin up, eh? Look at that, absolute stunner of a perch. Right, come on then, get you back in. Happy with that. Just had John on the phone as well. He was meant to have fished with me today, but I thought this weather might have put him off. But unfortunately, the boy, he ain't feeling too clever today anyway. So he's just home taking some meds, I guess, and looking after himself. So yeah, I hope you don't get too ill, John. And I'll catch up with you a bit later on. Another little perch on the worm. Right, so I've just stuck about 10 to 12 maggots on quite a big hook. I'm just gonna see what that produces. I'm definitely gonna go back to the worms. I just thought I'd experiment just to see what a big old clump of maggots does. Hey, we've got a bit of sun. Right, now the weather's a little bit better, I can show you a bit of my location that I'm fishing. So there's the River Yale coming into the Parrett. Here's my little setup. Yeah, it looks lovely now. Right, we need some more perch. Well, the bites seem to have dried up in this where I've been getting all my perch and stuff. I might have to just plop it somewhere else for a bit and see if we can find some more anywhere else. Yeah, the last 20 minutes I haven't really had a bite, which feels a bit weird considering I've been having bites every cast. Maybe they've just moved on a bit or been spooked by a pike or something. Got plenty of water here to cast around in. Oh, a little bite then. Oh, I just remembered I had my trotting rod set up in my bag. The bites have they're started to slow up again on the worm, so I'm just gonna have a little play about with the float for half hour. Well, I say half hour, depends what I catch. If I get into bleak, then it'll be one cast. Seems to be a lot of fish topping around everywhere, to be honest. Bloody bleak. I could always have a go for pike. Use one of these. Don't really want to do that. I got a bit of So Simple Magic corn here. I might have let's put a grain of corn on and see what happens there. Oh, getting bites. The only thing I worry about this is if I do catch one, I reckon a pike's going to take it. I reckon I'm about 6 foot deep, nowhere near the bottom, I know that much. Oh, this don't feel like a bleak. Little roach. Let's have another go at that, I reckon. Big old bit of corn this is. Probably a bit big for my hook. Well, it didn't take me long to get fed up with catching bleak on the float, so put that one back in my bag now. Back on the worm. Back in search for these nice sized perch. I really love a nice sized chub. I have had a chub today, but he was only about 5 inches. That was the time when I put about 10 maggots on the hook. Yeah, just the one little chublet today. But yeah, it'd be nice to Be nice to get, oh, getting a few little twitches now. This looks a bit perchy. I think I've been really lucky with the weather today, considering what it was forecast. I think it was like 95% chance of rain all day with cloud and sun, so, and the wind was meant to be a lot more windier than it is. So like I say, it's 12 o'clock now, so halfway through my session really. Oh, whoa, oh man, that was a decent bite. But so I'm just getting bites a bit more regularly, more often again. I'm probably about 5 meters further into the river than I was earlier, and I've had some clonking bites, but not hooked into anything just yet. I'm sure it's perch because when I've been reeling in, I've got half a worm left. So I think this place is absolutely loaded with fish. So I got a little ball of ground bait, breadcrumb and whatnot, and when I chuck it in, if I chuck it in just down there, I just saw a pike then. I don't know if the camera would have picked that up, but it's pretty much like that wherever I chuck ground bait. There just seems to be fish everywhere, although I haven't caught one for a little bit, so it's time to rethink. I kid you not. So I just had a bite, and this is what I just caught. Someone's obviously lost a GoPro or some sort of thing. It's in a case. I'm just hoping that it's all right inside. Imagine having 3 cameras. Well, that's my biggest roach yet. He's absolutely mint condition. That was on worm as well. Greedy thing. That was a nice roach. I still can't get over that I caught this it's not a GoPro, but it's like the equivalent. But look what someone's done, or I don't know what's happened here, but there's a massive lure, and the treble, look, it's been in the water for some time, is quite rusty, but it looks like it's purposely hooked in the strap. So would someone be silly enough to drag a thing behind, and the actual camera is all fine inside the case, so the case was doing its job, and I've just seen the SIM card. I look forward to seeing what that's all about tonight. Right, come on then, let's get some more perch. Well, just got myself another perch. Hopefully this is the start of another little session. Oh my god. Yeah. Another lovely perch. Yes. Look at that. You're going to put your fin up. You're going to put your fin up there. Look at that for a perch, hey? He's a beaut. On the worm again. That's probably my second biggest one. Nice. Yes. Another beautiful perch. Oh, they're stunning on the parrot, I tell ya. It's not a monster, but it's a fish. There we go, look, another perch. I'm starting to go through my worms and my maggots now, so I'm not going to go sparing. I'm just going to keep fishing the way I am. If I run out of bait, I'll run out of bait, but I've certainly caught a nice few sized perch today, which I'm chuffed to bits with. It'd be nice to get like a 2-pound perch. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing until the bait runs out, and fingers crossed we might get another one like that, the first one I had. But yeah, it's such a nice place to fish this area. Well, I'm going to give, like I normally do, Calm Bait and Tackle a shout out. It's where I bought my maggots and my worms, and obviously I've got some So Simple bait, some ground bait that I've been using, and a bit of sweet corn. So Simple magic sweet corn that caught a few little ones on today. I haven't really used it a lot. Just to remind you, you know, if you buy your So Simple products, if you use the code The Bearded Rod online, you'll get 10%. So that's all good. We've got a lot of weed coming down now. Floating weed. Oh, just had a nice knock then as well. Yeah, thanks Adrian. And Paul, I hope you've had a good time in Mexico. See you again soon in the shop. Well, I can hear something going on. I'm pretty sure I got some visitors coming. I can hear something chewing the grass. Reminds me a bit like being on the calm with the cows. It must be right behind me. Here we go, another perch. It's good this perch fishing. Well, I just got snapped up yet again. This time another pike. Didn't have no chance of that one. Bent my rod right the way around, and when I picked it up it just pinged straight away. Well, I did feel a weight, but it was only for a brief second. So all set up again. That's two feeders I've lost today. Christ. Getting low now on the maggots. I reckon I've probably got an hour's worth here. Hopefully. I think if I did catch another big perch, I'd probably call it, to be honest. I've done alright today. There we go, look. Another lovely perch. It's nice when they do this themselves, but there we go, look. That one went off like a rocket. That was the first cast since I just reset up. Lovely. Well, I can honestly say this is the best perch session I've ever had. Experience. I've had some cracking perch today. Just be nice to get a 2 bloody pounder. Although I can't weigh it, but I think it would be obvious if it was a 2 pound plus. I reckon I've had 4 over a pound today. got myself another perch, not quite as big. There we go with that. Another little perch. Just using the single worm at the minute, just because I'm getting low. I think I'm going to run out of maggots before I run out of worms. Well, you know, I was saying I wanted a £2 perch. Well, god damn it. Excuse the mess of it. But look at that thing. Where's my scales when I need them? That is a chunk. That is probably a PB for me. If any of you, I mean, he's a thick bugger. Look at him. Let's put the light on. Look at that. Absolutely chuffed to bits with that. Well, I'm absolutely over the moon with that perch. It was an absolute clonker. I reckon it was probably closer to 3. Frickin' hell, my scales. Oh, I never learn. But yeah, it's definitely my PB, I reckon. But right, we're back out there again. I just got snarled up when I went to cast it out just now and got it caught in the reeds again and bloody lost me last feeder. So I've just got a little running lead on now. I think I've baited it up here all day, so it's just worm on its own out there at the minute now. There's no point me spraying maggots around because I think they won't get to the bottom with all the bleak and everything else that's here. But yeah, I'm going to give it, I don't know, 20 more minutes now and yeah, wrap things up. Right, that's my trip done. I am absolutely bloody buzzing. Definitely a PB for me. Shame I'll never know the full weight of it and whatnot, but I'm guessing if I catch a 3-pounder then that'll be my next PB. But oh wow, some real cracking perch today on the parrot. Fishing it through the Tivy license on the slacks or whatever it's called, but yeah, absolutely mustard. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's going to be plenty more of this to come in the future, and also I've got the Adventures of the Bearded Rod on Facebook. Please come along to that as well and join that and share your trips out and your catches as well and your banter. So yeah, happy days. So I just got to clean up my mess, put everything away, get back in my car and head back to my girlfriend. It's Sal's birthday tomorrow, so gonna take her out and treat her tomorrow. So cool. Have a good week, everybody. Take care.